Dazzle Coach Channel 108. What channel you to watch, what channel you to see. What tells you what channels I see. We're here to impress. We're here to express. Today is January the 24th, 2026. Soon be Christmas 2033. Soon be Easter 2040. It'll soon be when the paper canopy returns. It'll soon be Halloween 2046. And then M6X object returns. Bloody noisy bastard dog there. Areston West High Street once again. Yesterday I was up in the mountains. It was very nice. I did a couple of vids, but I couldn't really say much because I was too taken aback by the beauty of the scenery. I couldn't really. It took my breath away, and I didn't have much words. Didn't have many words to speak of. Well, what I can say is, since I've been here, I'm becoming less and less engaged in clown world. The more I look at online what's going on in clown world, the more I think, what the fuck's going on in clown world? It's just never ending. And I don't even want to talk about clown world too much. The last one I saw today was, saw this morning earlier on, that farmers are blockading the main food depots that supply supermarkets around the UK, and it's not making the mainstream news. So that's interesting. That could turn into an interesting development when people start going shopping and find the favourite brand of crisps or whatever. You know, actually it's things like milk and fruit and veg mostly in it. You know. Yeah, really nice bastard dog there. It's nice and hot down here. It's only 9:33 AM and it's not too hot yet. It's nice, it's just perfect right now. So get some vitamin D. But yeah, up in the mountains, so cold. Yeah, it must have been like, I think the highest point we got to, it must have been like 8 degrees or something. You could see your breath. It was cold enough to see your breath. Next time I have to take a mountain trip, I think I'll take a hoodie and a woolly jumper with me because it's bloody freezing up there. Amazing how in such a short space of time you can get from somewhere it's 33 degrees centigrade, somewhere where it's only like 13.3 centigrade, and then even colder than that, something like, well, it wasn't 3 degrees, it wasn't that cold, but it was like 7 degrees, I think the lowest it got was 7 degrees, and then we got back down here again, it was really hot, like whoa, it's hot down here. But yeah, the breathtaking of nature. I know you can't see them from here in the mountains, but it's just so two-dimensional, like a backdrop, like a painting over there, yeah. But you get in those mountains, there's so much. It's a completely different world, man. It's a tribal area. What do you call them? The Igorot tribe. And apparently they've got a lot of Japanese blood in them because there's a Japanese, back in World War II, the Japanese are all based up there whilst they were trying to, well, I don't know, you know, the official narrative is they were trying to take the Philippines, expanding the Japanese empire, you know, the official narrative it goes. And the Americans, there was a big battle there, one of the last battles I think it was in the Philippines, if not the last battle, between the Japanese and the Americans in that area. There was a tank museum. And the tank museum, well, not a tank museum, it was a little museum in a sort of a centre where you could have a cup of coffee and it was a coffee shop. And there's a tank there from World War II. And an American tank they'd found in that area. They've been developing it all, you know, they're just now developing it. The whole area has been inaccessible for 4 years, and while building a new road there, you know, to make it accessible to all, they found this abandoned American tank in the forest. It's got bullet holes in it, everything, and yeah, the official narrative is, you know, the Americans defeated the Japanese. That was the last the Japanese last stand and all the rest of it. But there's the Igorot tribe. Good morning, good morning. They're all right around here. I'm not the only white man in town though. There's a few Germans here. But yeah. I've got my Everything Exempt t-shirt with the Japanese imperial flag. I don't know if people recognise that. I mean, people might be offended by that around here because this was occupied by the Japs in World War II. And from what I've heard, they weren't very pleasant, the Japs over here. So this Igorot tribe in the mountains, they do very more Oriental than the Philippines actually, because they mixed with they intermixed with the Japanese soldiers. Some would say they got raped, but yeah, that would be the narrative, wouldn't it? Because obviously, whoever writes the history books, the victors only write the history books, you know. Only the victors write the history books. No lorries have gone past yet. I've not noticed. Oh, it's Saturday today, isn't it? No, it's Sunday. No, is it Saturday or Sunday? Is it Saturday? I don't know what day it's today. Saturday. Maybe they don't work on Saturdays, the lorries. Oh, I did see a lorry earlier on. There's just a bit of lull in it at the moment. Hello, how are you doing, mate? Well, yeah, this clown world thing that's going on now. I don't know, when I get back to Blighty, I'm thinking how the fuck am I going to deal with clown world. I know one thing for sure, I've got to work on myself more than I have been doing. I really have to work on myself, and that is the number one priority. And that the bottom line is that's what we've all got to do. We've all got to work on ourselves really. Nobody's going to fix things for us. But if we fix ourselves, things will be fixed. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change, you know. Everything's an inside job. When you look online, you see, oh, Trump's the saviour, or Trump's the villain, Tommy Robinson's the saviour, or Tommy Robinson's the villain, Elon Musk's the saviour, or Elon Musk's the villain. Who else is there? So many of them. Starmer's a villain, and Starmer's a villain. I don't think everyone can agree that Starmer's a saviour, so it's just villain full stop. But news alert. Hello, news alert. They're all villains. Anybody that professes to be a saviour is a villain, pretty much. Jesus Christ was a saviour. Buddha was a saviour. Krishna was a saviour. They're all saviours in ancient times, but they never openly professed to be saviours. They're basically, the message of the real saviours, only you can save yourself. That is the message of a real saviour. Will tell you that you are your own saviour. Some would dispute me on that one, but yeah, I would say that's the ultimate conclusion of a real saviour, is that we are our own saviours. Chaita Guru, the inner guru. You've got Mahanta Guru, the outer guru, but the outer guru will teach you to tune into the inner guru, the Chaita Guru, the inner saviour. God is within, and God is without. We are our own saviours. There's no saviours, there's no external saviours. Ah, yeah, here we are, there's a lorry, yeah. Oh, I'm not disappointed now. I'm not disappointed now. The lorries are still here. Areston West High Street. So that's it. I get back to Blighty. self-work, focus on oneself, and you'll fix the world by fixing yourself, and that goes to everybody. And when you fix yourself, you can help fix others too. You've got to help others out, obviously. As we grow, as we get stronger, as we become our greatest version of ourselves, or become ourselves, because the greater version of ourselves is actually a bit of a misnomer, really, because our real self is already great. Here comes another lorry, yay! Yeah. Our real self is already great. We've just got to become aware of how great we are in the light of God. As I've said before, we are all rays of God. I like this here, this symbol, this Japanese imperial flag. It's basically you can interpret that as being, this is God, and these are us, the rays, standing for God. So yeah, I think that's a good note to finish off on, really. And it really is getting hot out here. I can feel it literally. I can feel the mercury rising. Oh, it's good. It feels good, actually. Make the most of it while I'm here. We'll be back in Blighty soon. Grim, colourless, grey and cold. But the good news is it'll be spring soon. It's going to be a good year. And it's the year of the fire horse. And it's my year. I was born in the year of the fire horse. And it's done its 6-year cycle. So life begins at 60. I'll be 60 soon. Life begins at 60. And yeah, a lot of things to look forward to. My life is just kicking off at 6 years old. 2020. The world might go to shit. World War III might kick off good and proper, but still, it must continue to become not the greatest version of ourselves, but to become ourselves, because we're already great. Shut up! I'm actually glad the dog participated in this conversation with me. Adds a little bit of extra flavour to it, you know. Oh, one more, let's look at Areston West High Street. Off to the mountains again tomorrow, I think. I think so. Another section. So more videos come from there, whether they're going to be just silent videos of nature or me just waffling shite remains to be seen. Checking out. Bless. Peace.